Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I have purchased some new yarn to review. Not new yarn, but new to me, and that is the Hobbii yarn. I had been looking at getting Hobbii yarn for a while. A lot of the yarn colors are very beautiful, but I was a little weary of the website just because the prices were a little more expensive. And as I've stated before, I kind of like to be able to see the yarn in person. So spending a lot of money on something I may not like and don't know what it looks like or feels like up close and personal is always kind of scary. However, I did see their new limited edition Halloween collection, and the colors really caught my eye, and I thought it would be a good time to give it a try. Thought I bought enough to have a big box, but maybe they can cram quite a bit in this little bag, so we will see. I also got some more Premier yarn. Did not expect to get more Premier yarn. However, there is one project that I'm thinking of, and when I was searching for this specific type of yarn that I want to use, the only thing similar that popped up was a yarn by Premier, and they were also having a sale, so I got a few things for that because you can't pass up a sale on yarn that you do like. Right. So I'll be doing a bit of an unboxing and my first impressions, and once I have used the Hobbii yarn, I will let you know my official thoughts on it. Let's unbox all this stuff. So I'll start with my Hobbii yarn because that is what is on top now. I got two skeins of this color. They don't have the name of it listed on the skein, so I will have to look off my phone. These are the Dahlia Halloween yarn in the shade Freaky Nightmare. If you saw my first Premier yarn unboxing, you'll know I had a little bit of a struggle to use a weight 1 yarn, but I have recently downloaded a pattern that requires this type of yarn, so I have a little more confidence in using this. And it was also the color that I feel like it stood out to me the most. I just love these really bright centers. There's another one that I've been eyeballing that's part of their regular collection, but gotta get the rare ones. Two of these guys. These are 874 yards, and you can use a 4mm hook, which is cool. I'm always a little bummed when this little wrap pops off, so that's what happened with this guy. This one is from the Twister Halloween selection. It's in the shade Fright Night. That's a fun movie. At first I was like, what the fuck is that sticker? But it's supposed to be helpful. I never know if you're supposed to start from the inner one. I always just start from the outer one to avoid any yarn barf tangling situation, but maybe I've been doing it wrong. This is also a fine yarn. It's a weight 2 though. This has 1,094 yards. Recommended a 4 or 4.5 millimeter hook. Blue stuff kind of stood out to me also. Been really into blue, yellow, and sage green. I got 4 of these little guys because they're little guys. So I wanted to make sure I had enough for something. These are the Universe XL yarn in the color Zombie Planet, which is a super fun name. I like that it's sparkly. Each of these has 241 yards. It's a weight 3, which I have been digging weight 3 yarns, so I was a-okay with that. Don't know what I'll make with it, just with the, I tried to get at least up to 1,000 yards worth, so we'll see. But these are cute little guys, pretty colors, very fun. Definitely, I feel like the most Halloween out of all the ones I've gotten so far. This is the shade Ghouls from the Twister line. Very pretty. I like the orange. So just like the other Twister one, this is a weight 2 fine yarn with 1,094 yards, using a 4 to 4.5 millimeter hook to crochet with. Yeah, I like the orange. My vibe got thrown off a little bit because my camera died, so I just got back from taking a break and drinking some broth, so I'm in a different place mentally. Anyway, the last of the hobby yarn I got is this very pretty blue purple color from the Dahlia line in the shade Dark Witch. It's like the Freaky Nightmare color. This is a super fine weight 1. Recommended a 4 millimeter crochet hook. I kind of wanted to pick some that I could wear year round without being like super in your face Halloween colors. There was one from the Horizon line that I thought was in my cart, but it wasn't. So I might order that one just because I could make a cardigan with it. Let me pull it up. So I really wanted this shade here. Horizon in Classic Halloween. So far, I don't know if that yarn was worth almost $200. Because you don't get very much, but you know, it is pretty, so we'll see how I like crocheting with it. You know, what's done is done. I don't have to order from there again if I don't want to. Off topic of the Halloween yarn, my premiere yarn, I got a parfait chunky yarn in the shade yellow and one in mustard. I have a cute idea for a amigurumi project that would require both of these. If you're a fan of Adventure Time, I think you'll like it a lot. The yarn I originally was looking for the project I want to do was this orange yarn. This is the line Eyelash in the shade Bright Orange. I needed this kind of fluffy textured yarn for the project I'm working on. It's interesting that it says it's bulky because it doesn't feel that way. It feels more fine. But I got 2 of these guys. Hopefully they work for what I'm doing. I don't think I'm still like a huge fan of this kind of super fluffy yarn since I used the Burnett Pipsqueak yarn once and it wasn't a very fun process, but once I get an idea in my head, I have to do it. So wish me luck with this orange fluffy yarn. I got 9 skeins of the color Confetti out of the Serenity yarn, which I have used before. I used the color Primary and I really liked it. This is a number 5 bulky and it has 109 yards per skein, which is why I got so many, because I would like to try and make a sweater out of this shade. All of the Serenity candy yarn was on sale for 3 for $9. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So I also got one in the color Daisy. This is kind of similar to the Primary, just a little bit darker, not quite as vibrant. Another pack of 3 I got was this shade Raindrops. I went back and forth with doing my sweater with these ones or the confetti ones, but I obviously decided on the confetti, but I really like this green also. First impression of the Hobbii yarn, I think the colors obviously are really pretty. I think this one's my favorite name, Zombie Planet, and I think the sparkles make it really stand out. And I wish I had gotten 2 of these, but like I said, it was already kind of a pricey purchase, so we'll see how I feel about this one. And since I got 2 of these, to see if I want to order another one of these, just kind of figure out what kind of project I want to make. I don't know why, but I got super worried looking at this one and how fine the yarn is since it looks like thread, but I have faith in myself that I will figure something out, because I must, because of the price point. I will use this yarn. One thing about the bag of Hobbii yarn, and this goes for Etsy sellers too, I wish they wouldn't put candy and shit in there. I don't want that. It's wasteful and it's weird, and I don't know why they put it in there. Because I'm not going to eat it. You don't eat candy from strangers, right? It's Halloween season. Don't eat candy from strangers, okay? Stop putting candy and stuff. I don't want that. I'll be back with a full review of my Hobbii yarn and the projects I make with it. Until then, I hope you have the best day. Get a serotonin boost. Happy fall. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!